Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Let's Play Captain of Industry. I am 7foot Dustbunny, and today we're gonna ignore this for a while, and it's been pointed out to me in the comments that one of the things probably tanking the health of my people here is the water pollution. Air pollution, also not great, but water pollution by far my worst issue. Now, if we look at this, for example, brine does not pollute, wastewater does pollute, sour water pollutes a lot, as does acid. Now, wastewater we are producing some of, but not vast quantities. Sour water, however, we are producing quite a bit. Now, I had thought there wasn't a lot I could do about this, and this is the only year I'm doing it, so I had thought there wasn't a lot I could do about this, because I was thinking I did not have the technology to deal with such things, but I do. I was looking through here, and in sulfur processing, we can take sour water, mix it with some steam, and produce sulfur, ammonia, and water. Now, water, great, means I can recover some of the steam and some of the water, and I can actually reuse that, which would be excellent because I will probably plug it into the boiler system over here to stop me draining out my water source over here too much. So that's good news. And I will probably end up tweaking this around to have a priority system so that it will use up the water I'll be recovering first. But yes, I can do something with that. And anyway, back to the plan, it says, before I get too distracted. So, what do I do with the sulfur and ammonia once I have it? Well, we're working here on our chemical processing, which is going slowly but surely, and that's going to in itself lead on to fertilizer, which uses ammonia and oxygen, which we can just get from the atmosphere, to make fertilizer 1. However, fertilizer 1 plus some limestone plus some sulfur makes fertilizer 2. So you might see where I'm going with this. I believe I might have some surplus sulfur, but it does mean I can process a large amount of my sour water, which I think would be a very positive thing to do. Now, I'm going to start off by building this over here, which may be foolish. I may live to regret this. But yes, this is where I plan to basically start off, grabbing all my sour water and tanking it up. And I'll tank it up and then I'll work on the processing system. I mean, at present, my research seems to be going rather slowly. I mean, what does it need? Producing recyclables, which is fine. It's got everything it needs. It's working full tilt. I could just possibly do with perhaps a second one, because it's going quite slowly. In the meantime, while it is going quite slowly, one thing I ought to be doing for sure is actually exploring, and perhaps beating up some of these guys. So let's see, can I go to here? Yes, I'm going to just try and keep on top of doing that, and I have to keep an eye on this at the same time to make sure it does not completely get chewed up. Now, it's been a while for me, because as I may have mentioned before, I'd been away, so I've been not doing everything I should be. Right, where do I want to stick this in? I'm actually going to stick it in here, which may seem a bit backwards, but there is method in my madness, I hope. So my plan will be to take this pipe here, a bit of it apart, like here to here, or something along those lines, and under piping here, we should be able, he says, to have, we've got a pipe balancer. It's not quite what I'm looking for. I would like to have a priority system. Do I not have a priority system yet? Because I would like to be able to say I want all of that going into there. Because all of this is going to change to sour water. For now. Oh, it's all getting thing. So you're going to change to sour water. Please don't have trucks filling you up with something else. No, sour water. Yeah, and sour water and sour water. Excellent. Yeah, I thought there was such a thing as like a priority. Yes, there you go, pipe balancer. So I can, with that, prioritize inputs and outputs. So if I put that there and connect that pipe back up, and then also connect this pipe here. Oh, that did not go. It's been a while and I've lost. I'm all going to be all fingers and thumbs today. For sure. There we go. We'll stick that one in. I mean, that's overkill on the piping, I think, because I think that's grade 2 piping, whereas this is grade 1 piping, but so be it. So, priority in. Priority out is going to be that one. And priority in will be this one, of course. And that will sour water all the way through there. And that will start tanking up sour water, which will stop me putting it in the ocean. Then if it can't go any further there, oh, this is, you're now trapped, aren't you? Okay, fine. Why are you trapped? You should not be trapped. Here, go. What? And you're trapped as well? What the hell are you trapped for? Should not be trapped. So, this should allow sour water to be... Yes, we're collecting sour water. Excellent. What? Why are you trapped? No, look, this should be taking it from the tank. This should not be getting any deliveries via truck. This should not be doing anything via truck at all. No truck. Okay, so we tank up the sour water, and that means that we're hopefully going to be ready to start processing. I'm going to start... How far down did this go again? So I went down to 3. I was at +1. So I've got to remember I was at actually at +2. So I should be able to go down significantly further. Because my understanding is I should be able to now go down. I'm worried I'm going to trap these, so I'm going to have to do it after this finishes, I think. But yeah, I'm going to go down to probably, I think it's -8 I should be okay with, but I need to check that. So I'll need to do that steady at the time I do it so I don't completely balls up, because it wouldn't be the first time I've made such mistakes. Okay. Oh, and while I mention it, I have done a little bit of extra adjustment to the doom hole over here, and opened up some dumping over here as well on this one, so there's some extra dumping here, and I'll probably actually just widen that out. And the reason I've put this extra dumping here is really just to ensure that I don't flood my doom hole. But I now have more iron than I can shake a stick at, so that's kind of funny. I've gone from one extreme to the other there. But now let's get back to the real thing here. Sulfur processing. Yes. Can I actually get to sulfur processing before I start using the sulfur? So this is sour water stripper, which I'm going to need. And I don't suppose I'm going to have any spare steam. Are we? I would think I've got some spare steam kicking around here. Yes, I have. So I'm going to take the steam from here and bring it down. So we'll deal with that in a minute. Right, let's first dig out a sour water stripper. So under chemical, we need this little puppy, a sour water stripper. So you, sir, are going to... Yeah, because I'm doing it over there. I don't want to do it over here because I might want to expand the oil, you see. So, okay, sour water stripper is going to go here. Like so. We've already got sour water coming in. And we've already got... we've already got desalination water here. So I can actually plug into here to return my water and not use the desalinated water over there. That's not a terrible idea, because again, I think this should be bringing extra water up. Even though this pipe looks like it's empty, it is not. So I could do that there with a priority jobby and pull the water back in. So that's good news. So the steam, I'm going to... what am I doing here? It's been a while. Oh no, that is exhausts. So steam. Steam, I only need an ickle pipe for steam. So let's take the little pipe for steam and pull it over to here, but one level up I think will be the way to go. And then that way, and then we'll bring it down to here, and then that can come under here, ready for us to use in a moment. Oops. Oh, balls. Excellent, excellent stuff. Good work right there. Good work, well done. Perfect. Right, let's get rid of that because I don't want it, and I'm just going to start off by bringing that one down. Again, ultimately this can only take 40, but if I do end up bumping this up in the future, I'm going to overcook it here so that I've got more than what I need. And that way I'm going to bring it up here, and we can just pipe the sour gas in as we need it. And then, because that one only takes that, so I can just bring it in like so. This one I now have to fix all over again, but that's fine. So we'll go up here. Let's go to there. To there. To there. To there. Bring it down here. So it's going to come all the way along here. and we only need a very tiny amount of steam for this process. And I'm going to bring it across here so that if I do want to extend it later, I can. There we go. And that should be that one set up. Now I need to bring the water in, which I'm going to see if I can do by doing it right here. So let's see if I can do it there. And let's see if we can bring this one in. I wonder if this has sufficient capacity. It's one of those things of, look, this pipe has the extra capacity. Does the sorter have sufficient capacity? Doesn't really tell me what the throughput is, whether it's like grade 2 throughput or whatever. So I'm going to assume it is. I'm going to assume it's all happy days. Because assumptions have never done anything wrong for people, have they? So, you know. Then I'm going to bring this down here. And we're going to go in at this level. But then we're going to go over the top. So in at this level, go up over the top here, like so, down and in. And that's perfect. And you need to be recovered because you're doing silly things. Now here we're going to say priority in from this one, and obviously priority out. What actually I'm going to do here, looking at this, is I want to get rid of a couple of that and just put in a couple of tanks, because why wouldn't you? Just in case we get some need for buffering or storage or something like that. I'm going to put in a couple of storage tanks here, like so, and do it that way. I'll feel better if there's a couple of storage tanks there. There we go. Better. And then out of here we've got the nitrogen and the sulfur to deal with yet. So what is going on here? Are we all happy still? I'm not convinced whether we are or not at the moment. I mean, we seem to have a warning due to a lack of diesel, which is a little bit concerning. Oh, ship was in battle. Ship won. Excellent news. Okay. So we won't screw that up, hopefully. Now, interestingly, we have been storing the sour water. Has that improved the situation? It has. It's made quite a difference indeed here already. So that actually should be boosting up our health and our unity significantly. So that does seem to have had a positive effect. I've kind of lost track of what's going on here for things. So we've got medium being processed into diesel, and light and heavy. We've got, oh no, we've got tons of diesel. So what are we out of? We're out of light. So at the moment we're out of light oil, which means we're running on what? Yeah, so that one's paused? Yeah. So this one will pause as well for now, and we'll build back up. And then we'll unpause this one. And we'll just go hell for leather on the coal for a bit. So right, we should be taking some load off some of the coal on this end. Obviously, yes, checking here, we need to make sure we're not ruining the whole coal supply this way. So I think we need to go down to 8 and then level off. Now I'm going to go down to 7 first. And this truck's going to get stuck. Because why wouldn't it? There you go. And these guys are going to have to do some dumping. But we'll go down to 7 first and we'll check we're not at that. You actually do get a little warning. If you look carefully, like here, look, there's a little warning strip at the bottom level to say, don't dig deeper or you're going to screw things up. So that's always good to bear in mind. Now, let's have a look here. What we're going to need is some large storage for sulfur, which we may end up trucking places. So let's have at least 2 of those and bring that sulfur in. So I'm going to guess that's going to be a U-shaped conveyor. Right there. Yep. And nitrogen's going to be a gas, of course. Now, nitrogen, I may want to pipe it all the way around the world here. But I've got to admit, I'm not keen. There's a part of me that says just truck it. So that part of me at the moment is winning. And the part of my brain that says just truck it is very much in the lead. So at the moment I'm going to work on that basis and just prepare as if I'm going to truck it all over the place, because I don't see any other reason not to at the moment. So there we go. So that should be dealing with all the sour water in the future, he says. Hopefully, maybe, possibly. Let's see what happens. So in the meantime, this is digging down, which is good news, Now I think we're ready to go to 8 here. I think we're okay. And the lightning, of course, is helping us feel confident in what's going on, because nothing could go wrong with lightning like that. Right. Where's the ship? We've obviously... where have we not explored that we can get to? Can we... Can we trade here? We can trade for consumer electronics, food and gold. Someone's saying we can trade for glass. Oh, we can trade for glass. Ooh. I might do that. Because trading for glass means upgrading trucks. So I can't reach any of those. But I can just smash face and destroy some of these. So I think that is going to be the way to go. And we'll leave that one going. Now, I want to keep an eye on this so I can make sure I don't screw up here. I mean, because I feel like I have too many trucks doing this now. So we're going to take some of these trucks off because there are just too many of them. And we probably need some trucks for something else. Okay, so the sulfur is starting to get stored. The nitrogen is starting to get stored. And we're not that far from fertilizer. And this is processing the sour water. Now, I don't remember how much we're producing. So I'm going to keep an eye on this as well and see if we're producing more or less than we're consuming. Because I might have just set up 1 when I needed 2. So let's have a look at that too, and we'll keep an eye here. And we're in battle on the ship. Oh, we are so gonna win. You guys are screwed. Victory! Rubber and copper. And what is here? Repairs. Damaged cargo ship. Needs steel and copper. I am gonna start repairs on that. And sure, smash face on that one on the way back if you can. So that is that queued up. But if we have a second cargo ship, I'm guessing I can start running a second cargo setup here. He says. Of course, I have placed this a tiny bit too close to here to allow me to bring a second pipe out to bring over to another cargo offloading area should I need to offload the cargo. But, you know, we don't worry about such things. So this is remaining fairly steady at the moment. And if we look, we're producing 18 and 18 and we're consuming 36. So we are basically spot on consuming 0 excess. Oh, we're back in battle. Ooh, this might be a little bit tighter on whether we're gonna defeat these guys. Oh no, we've got it. You can now go home for repairs. Hurrah, more rubber, more copper. Excellent. And we'll keep going on that. But yeah, I think this is gonna be okay for now. And we're about to bring out fertilizer, so that's going to be fantastic. Right. Are we... Yes, you see, I can see it coming in right there, the warning line, you see? This is warning, do not dig deeper or more greedily, or you will pay the price for what you've done. So, this tells me that we now need to go flat here on out. Yoink, 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 yoink. All the way out as much as we can. And there, all the way. Nope. Fine. Let's, I don't really want to do that. What I might do is just go flat here. Like so. And then it won't let me do that. Okay. There's only so much space I've got here. So it'll only let me go so far. But it'll let me mark up a huge area. So that will let things get underway in that huge area as much as possible. So, like that, and like that. Yeah, that seems to be as far as it's going to go. And that has the coal back on the go for now. Here, in the longer term, we're probably not going to use the side things at all. I'm just going to dig down and go straight through. Screw it is going to be my approach right there. Right, I have one pressing question, which is lime. At the moment, this is lime, yes? Is this lime? I think this is lime. Limestone. So this limestone we are currently using for... Yeah, we're currently using some limestone and producing some limestone for concrete. So that's all good, because we're going to want some limestone as well for the fertilizer. And now we have fertilizer and we're working on water recovery. So water recovery is probably going to be quite useful to me, because here I'm just using up the water and there's not a lot I can do. And I might have to make sure I start replenishing water or doing something down the line. But elsewhere, like water recovery, I'm interested in, because I'd rather trim this back again, put in a priority system, recover some of the water, and make sure these stay nicely topped up, these aquifers, so I don't have to have problems with it. Because, you know, it makes sense to make my life easier. This system seems to be working quite happily now. I mean, this is in fact saying what? That you can't empty? You can't empty? What's going on? You're full of wheat. You're full of wheat because we have... Well, we just aren't selling enough bread by the looks of it. Which is shocking. Okay. If that's the case, I don't quite see what else I can... I mean, I've only got so many people, they can only eat so much bread. So I'm not sure how much I can do about that. I mean, I could try and put in more storage somewhere, but I don't see how or where. So the fact that's full is a little bit upsetting. But at least it's working for now, so I'm not going to mess with it too much. So, fertilizer. Wow, we are filling that up right away. Okay. Yes. Yes. Right. Yes. Okay. That is going to be chucking some more in there just to make sure we are buffered up. So, I mean, I thought we were producing less sulfur than we were. Oh no, we're producing more sulfur. That explains that. Okay, so let's have a look here. What do we got? We need a chemical plant that is going to produce some fertilizer. Yes. Hello. Right. I am feeling the need to move all this going further up this way so as not to block all of that. While this has a crazy looking set of inputs, doesn't it? Okay, so if I just splop it there for now and say, right, you, because this one only has one recipe, so this one, you are doing this. You're not doing any of the others, you're doing that. So you need oxygen. Now, somewhere here we can produce oxygen. We have something that produces oxygen. What was that called? Air separator. There. You produce nitrogen and oxygen. Very happily, right there. So, how much oxygen do you make? 36. You produce 18. Okay. So, that's going to leave me with some surplus. Now, here, stupid question. When we're doing to level 2, we don't need nitrogen, but we need some more ammonia, and we need hydrogen. Because we're going to be coming up short on ammonia, I reckon. Because here we're... Okay, it's working away on its own because it's shipping everything in. Oh joy. Fantastic. So this produces 36, requires 18. Right, so let's start by trying to take the load off the trucks before they get too carried away here. I know I could pause this, by the way. I'm just not going to. So, and I'm going to bring this up. Yes, up like that, and go down this way, because we're going to have another one next to this, I think. And that's going to be bringing the oxygen over, and then we'll split the nitrogen. Nitrogen, it requires 16, but at the moment we are producing, he says, we are producing 9, which means we actually have a deficit of 3 at the moment, but a total of 15 in deficit. So we need to be producing some, not nitrogen, it's ammonia, sorry, using nitrogen. But for that, we need to produce hydrogen. So how the hell do we produce hydrogen? Okay. Is there a way to produce hydrogen at the moment? Now, it's not looking promising. Now, I discovered this with the sour water by using this. So let's have a look. You can hydrogen. There you go, gas combustion. Yes, I can burn hydrogen. That's wonderful. So, and that uses hydrogen, yes. So at the moment, the answer to that is no. Because it doesn't look like I can produce hydrogen yet. I can later run things on hydrogen, or I can crack stuff with hydrogen to produce other things like fuel gas. But I basically need to burn fuel gas to make hydrogen. Are you serious? Electrolysis. So I can electrolyze pneumonia. Oh, sorry, pneumonia. Ammonia with nitrogen to produce nitrogen and things, but I'm actually wanting to go the other way. So I will want to electrolyze water to produce hydrogen and oxygen. The oxygen will probably be surplus to requirements because I'm already producing plenty of nitrogen, but I would need 2 of those just to make 6 of those. Ooh, wow. Okay, we're gonna need to make some serious investment in that. Okay, so for now, that's gonna get shelved until we have the relative technology to make that happen. But I do want trucks to be able to go through here, so we need to pass a pipe under here that's going to go to there, like so. That will be fine, and that will at least keep some of that going, but we are for sure going to need extra going forward. And there is a hole here. Can I ask you to fill that hole, please? It's a very disconcerting hole right there. So at the moment this is liquid, yes. So we need to be thinking about storing some of that liquid as well. Storage. Let's swap a couple of storages in. Yoink. And yoink. So what this will do is this should actually bring fertilizer in to play. Now I can start looking at the next fertilizer in just a minute and going on down the strip, so to speak. So you're going to go there, and that's going to be Fertilizer Town. And it's going to get, see, this is where it's going to get ferried all the way across to these eventually, which are at the moment using, what are we actually producing here? We are producing over here, we are producing some fertilizer. We are producing organic fertilizer, which we are pumping in. I have a question. Do any of these, or can any of these, use some wheat? As we have such a surplus of wheat, yes, we can, with this one, put the surplus down. So, so at the moment, is this a priority out, secondary out? So what I should be doing, I've just realized how I can fix this problem over here. That's gonna make me happy. Is I can actually get rid of this right here. And can I just quick remove with Unity, thank you. And I'm going to put in the U-shaped conveyor right here to here, and we'll quick build you with Unity as well, and then you won't be getting a problem anymore because you will empty out quite happily. There you go. You will empty out quite happily and chuck your wheat down into here, where the surplus wheat is going to get turned into animal feed, which is going to come up here and then come all the way back down again, turned into fertilizer. But that's fine. That is what it's supposed to do. At least that's sort of my plan. So this is going okay. This is topping up. This should now consequently be filling up with light oil, which it is. We'll have to figure out a system for dealing with that going forward. This system has probably stopped because you are out of steam, I'm going to say. So you are going to be paused and you are going to be unpaused, because yes, we have a lot of oil going forwards and we need to process that. We're not in any trouble here, but it's good to be able to sort that out. Now I don't know if you put a prioritizing system on the steam here, would it actually like self-regulate if you put a prioritized system in? Because in the real world obviously the steam would cool down and you'd lose it, but you know, here the steam stays hot in the pipe forever, so it could theoretically self-regulate. Wow, that is producing some fertilizer right there. Okay, so let's come back over here before we're done and have a look at the moment you are using fertilizer, yes, and pretty much nothing else can get to here but the liquid fertilizer that we are piping in, which comes in somewhere here. Fertilizers overview. So it's using organic fertilizer. Now, the rest of them here, however, surely we can say, can we tell this to, like this has, allow trucks to collect product. I don't want to allow trucks to collect products. I want to allow trucks to deliver products. So you see, yeah. So you see, I'm not in love with that. So here's the thought. At the moment, we've got water piping into here. We've got fertilizer piping into at least these three. And then at the moment it's sort of going over this way as well. But my temptation is to break this for a second and say, right, this line, I'm gonna... This line, I'm gonna delete you. No, I want to delete the line itself. Can I do that? Right, let's just delete a bit of the line then, as it seems to want to be difficult. I'm going to delete a bit of that line and see what happens on the fertilizers front, because we should be able to have a look at fertility and how much fertilizers we've got in each of these and see if we start backing it up. And hopefully we'll start backing up just a bit of it, and that'll be fine. We'll keep an eye on what we've got there, because that is looking relatively promising. Then what I'll do is I'll put a tank in over here for the other fertilizer, have it trucked over and drop the other fertilizer in from that way to these. And then we can target the fertilizer on these, because at the moment these are not getting extra fertilizer. Not that we're actually struggling for foodstuffs, as you can see. But with that, I think we'll have to call that it for this episode. And I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time. Thanks a lot.